You used to say you in love, I used to say shit back, thinking that shit from the heart. Now look where the fuck are we at? Girl, you got me just going up.
What is good, YouTube? It's T Customs back at you guys with a new video today. And today I'm going to be walking you guys through all the essentials that you need to start your own customization business, or in general just to customize shoes. So I actually get this request a lot from people. Comments always ask about, what kind of paint I use, what kind of tape I use, heat guns, etc. So actually I'm going to take the time in this video. I'm going to explain everything that I think are the main essentials that you need to get in a shoe customization. I have things like, that you need on the side, like if they're optional that you guys can choose, but I'm going to walk through just the main essentials in this video of what you guys for sure need if you want to hop into shoe customization. So before we hop into the video, make sure you guys hit that like button, man. Let's try to hit 200 likes on this video. Keep it simple. And make sure you guys subscribe, and please turn on that post notifications from you guys. That way, every time I drop a new video, you guys will get a notification on your phone, laptop, whatever it is, so you guys can tune in and keep showing the love. We recently hit over 10K subscribers. Truly love it, you guys. Appreciate every one of you guys who's been with me from the start. So let's keep grinding and keep building up, and then let's hop right into the video, and I'm gonna walk you guys through what you need. All right, you guys, step one, obviously the most important thing that you guys are gonna need always, you're gonna need your brushes, all right? So I keep all my brushes in a cup. Actually, I have 2 complete cups full of brushes, different styles, different tips and stuff. If you guys wanna find good brushes, I'd say the best quality out there is Princeton. Princeton's got really good paint brushes, as well as ANGELUSdirect.com. I'll leave a link in the description below. Here's a few big ones. So obviously you guys are gonna need different lengths of brushes, obviously, right? So you're gonna have anywhere from big canvas brushes that you guys are gonna need to cover majority of the shoe, and all the way down to things as your detail brushes, you guys. These are like literally smaller than a penny and a quarter. So these things are tiny, right? So you're obviously gonna need brushes, you guys. I would say just grab a good packet of them. Angels Direct has good brushes. You guys can get all different kinds. So that's obviously gonna be the first and important thing that you guys need. I don't know why I didn't make this thing number 1. Like, this is obviously the most important thing. You're gonna need your paint, right? So this here is a 12 pack of, I believe, 3 ounces or 2 ounces is what they are. This is from Angels Direct, obviously. That's where I get all my paint from. I'm gonna start using some Jacquard more often too. This is a pack. You guys can purchase this on their website. I'll leave a link below. This, you're able to select up to 12 different colors, you guys. Here's an example. I got purple, South Beach, mint, blue, peach, tan, blah, 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 orange, greenish, blue, whatever. So you guys can really explore. You guys can really choose what colors that fits you for your custom. Obviously, being in the business for a long time, you kind of get more used to the paints that you like and the stuff that you're really into the more you go. So like my wall is obviously different than your guys's. Like, this is all the stuff I have, all the different paints, all of the different stuff. But you can see there's really not that many, and I still do use this box quite a bit. I recently got this, so new paints. So really you want to focus on the colors that you know you're going to use for sure. I'm talking mainly on Angels Direct products here. So you got this size. This is the next size up. I know after that there's an even larger. You can get a pint of paint, which actually I'm thinking about doing next for your most generic colors that you use, such as black and white and stuff. Guys, there's flat black, there's black. Any color with flat in it means it's gonna come out more matte. It's gonna be a more dull and less shiny color, which preferably I always prefer, because I really don't care for the glossy look unless it's like a Jordan 11 or something and you need that glossy finish. That's what finishers are for. Step number 4. You guys are gonna need a shit ton of tape. It really depends on how much shoe you're painting and what kind of work you're actually doing, but tape is always gonna be a necessity, you guys. Unless you really got it like that and you can just absolutely freehand stuff and you're not scared of messing up, man, be my guest. But personally, I always use tape. I think it's just simpler. You take it off and boom, you don't have to do any touch up. So normally I'd use blue tape. I'd refer that to people, but I actually just started using this tape here, guys. This is a 6-pack of Scotch It's called Office and something tape. You guys will see it actually, but I got this from other shoe customizers, referred this to me. I recently used it on the last custom video that I'm gonna drop, and let me tell you guys, this stuff works absolutely amazing. Barely any residue gets below there compared to blue tape, which is smoother, but this works on every material. I even was able to tape the sock liner. All right, so I'll leave a link in the description for this tape down below as well. Going to walk through different types of finishers. Finishers are what you're going to want to put on after you're done painting your product, that the paint stays durable and will stay on the actual shoe. Obviously that leads us into step 4, the finishers, right? So finishers you obviously want to put over the paint after your final custom. You guys don't want the paint to come off, bad for business, bad for your custom in general. It'll look bad. You don't want that. It's gross, scratch off, don't, whatever. You guys don't know how it works. Everybody asks in the comment section in all my videos, they ask, what do I prefer normally? Normally I prefer KRYLON matte finish, you guys. This is a more different kind of spray than like ANGELUS sells. This is a spray on. This is like a spray paint kind of version, so you can get this at Michael's, Walmart, Target, Menards, any faculty store that's kind of sells home products like that. So I'll leave a link to this in the description. I like that personally the best. I think it wear and tears the best, and it's easy to apply. Also with that saying, you can get your ANGELUS. They sell different types of products for finishers. Here's one matte finish, but there's guys, it's actually kind of glossy. I'm not gonna lie to you, it is kind of glossy, unlike KRYLON, which is actually very, why is my dog barking? KRYLON is a really matte. ANGELUS is a little glossier, and then I do also have an ANGELUS acrylic finisher, which is glossy. So this is obviously come out glossy. When I work on a pair of 11s, I like to put this on so they still have that factory look to them. This is where you can purchase on ANGELUSdirect.com, you guys. This comes in different sizes. With those also, there comes different products such as ANGELUS Too Hard, ANGELUS Duller. Duller is an additive as well. A lot of people like to mix this with their ANGELUS matte finish because I think it's not dull and matte enough. So this duller stuff, you shake it up, you take a few drops and you actually mix it into your finisher. Therefore it'll become mattier, if that's a word, matter. This can go right into the airbrush and you can spray it right on like that, or as well you can also dip your brush in it and just paint it right on. This is a spray only. So finishers, you guys, are obviously a huge part in the customization process, so look into that. And then I have ANGELUS Too Hard as well. Kind of falls in the same line. Too Hard is used for when you're mixing paint additives for plastic. So you guys can think of any part of a shoe, for example Jordan 3, the back of the heel, that's plastic. Most of the time, you guys, if you scratch that with your finger, whether you painted it well or not, it's gonna come right off because it can't stick to that kind of plastic. That's why I use ANGELUS Too Hard for that. Or I will also leave a link to Poly Restoration Scratch Resistant Sealer, you guys. This stuff is like heavenly, right? It literally, personally, I mean, normally you're supposed to just put it on the spots that are you're scared of, like plastic. I put this on every part of the shoe I paint because it works perfect, you guys. It's a little pricey, totally worth your buck and buy. Also, I use Creatix Colors Adhesive Promoter if I'm painting on a plastic. This you can actually mix with the paint if you're airbrushing it or if you're applying it directly on. This will just make your paint stick on to what you're painting better, therefore that your paint doesn't come off. So these are all important factors, you guys. Finishers, you definitely need that. Let's move on. I think this will probably be the last thing of necessities. I know I got a little off track there talking about finishers and stuff. Like, these aren't necessities, no, not at all, you guys. It's totally cool, you can still do your customs without it, but really a necessity that you need is going to be GAC 900 or GAC 900. You can also purchase this on ANGELUSdirect.com. So what this is, you guys, this is a fabric medium, okay? Use this, for instance, when you're painting like a shoe liner. I'm giving you guys a sneak peek of what I'm working on next, actually. When you guys are painting any part of a shoe that involves more fabric instead of leather, so for instance, the shoe liner, back of the tongue, even, I mean, it's up to you for the mesh parts, really. It depends, because sometimes if you don't use it, it can be a little stiff. If you do use it, you'll lose a little bit of color, but this is definitely a necessity, you guys. If you are looking into painting any fabric on shoes, for instance, Yeezys, you guys, whole shoes fabric, any part of the shoe in general that has fabric on it, laces, you're gonna need this stuff. How this works is you'll just get a mixing container, you'll mix this in with the paint that you want at a 50-50 ratio, so it's even. You'll shake it up and you'll apply it right on. Stuff like this needs to be heat set, so that's actually going to walk us into our next necessity. All right, you guys. I know I said I think I was getting close, but I did realize heat guns are for sure a necessity if you want to customize and get into shoe business, right? A lot of people ask, can I use my mom's hair dryer, hair gun? Yeah, you guys can do that, but let's be real, like they are not gonna nearly put out the amount of heat this thing can put out. I can turn this on and it'll burn me in literally 10 seconds. Yep, it works like that. It's that good. I'll leave a link to this below, you guys. This is, once again, you get easy. It's really a simple pickup, you guys. This is $25, 20 bucks. You can get these for cheaper even. You can order them online, Amazon. I got mine personally. You can get them at Michael's, Walmart, Menards, all that stuff. You need this, you guys, whenever you paint. Obviously, before you apply another coat, you need the paint to be dry. That way you can get the right colors and you can get the perfect blend. So normally what I do and everybody else is after you paint and you find that spot, you're just gonna go over with the heat gun and you'll continue to paint. If you don't have a heat gun or a hair dryer, you're gonna have to wait until that paint sets. Otherwise, the more you keep going over it, the paint's just gonna keep spreading and it's not gonna dry out. Be a huge necessity when you're painting fabrics. So fabric mediums, like I walked over earlier, this, what you mix with the paints, and when you put it into the shoe, you're gonna need to heat set this. It's called a heat set. A heat set is when the mixtures within the product needs to actually be heated up for it to set within the fabric, and therefore it doesn't rub off. If I weren't to heat set the fabric paint, it would literally just sit in there, and every time you rub your finger on it, paint would come off. Heat gun, for sure a necessity, you guys. I've used this since I first started customizing. It's lasted me 4 or 5 years, and it's obviously beat up and dirty, but it does the same thing. It just is a flamethrower. All right, so you guys don't need to drop a lot on this. This is simple and easy. You guys are gonna need acetone. All right, this is from Angelus Direct. This is just leather prep and deglazer. It's literally acetone. All right, so what I've done in my life is I've only bought this one time from Angelus. It's just literally acetone, you guys. After that, it'll be cheaper for you to just go to your local store, like I said before, and just buy a big thing of acetone. This too is like 12, 10 bucks. Nail polish remover, same thing, all includes acetone. Main point of acetone in prepping, you guys. So when you do a custom, the shoes come factory ready and factory worn, right? So even though they're made in factories, shoes still need to put on their own finishers and their own deglazers and stuff so that the paint doesn't come off when you're wearing them, right? Before you start a custom, your goal is to take off that finish. That's why you'll need cotton balls. Cotton balls, paper towel, or a Q-tip is what I normally use. Preferably, I use cotton balls. You will dab in some acetone on that, you guys, and you'll just rub across the surfaces that you want to paint, right? If it's painted or not, the acetone will literally strip the paint off. As you guys seen that in plenty of my videos. I mean, we all know what acetone does, but I'm just explaining in the deeper depth. This stuff really, it takes out the finish, and the point of that is so that you're down to the prep leather, you're down to the factory leather that doesn't have a finish over it. And when you paint over that, you guys, is the best that you can have for your custom paint to stick onto the shoe, and then you'll recover that with another finish. A lot of people ask me, if I have a brand new shoe, do I have to prep it? Personally, it really depends to you. I know sometimes I get brand new Air Forces. If it's a shoe that's never really been worn or been through wear and tear, you guys, most of the time you're actually good to just hop right into the custom. Like a lot of shoes, they're brand new, but they haven't experienced that outside wear and tear yet of different things hitting it. So a lot of the times, a lot of people do just hop right into the custom. It's up to you. I haven't really seen a big difference. Sometimes I just like to prep them just to be safe. Yes, so you guys will need acetone and cotton balls. Cotton balls, obviously get a big ass bag for 99 cents. But yeah. I walked through the simple stuff that you guys will need, like to get an actual custom down that you're gonna need, right? Now I'm gonna walk through just the stuff that I use that I think will be a good investment if you are serious in the industry and you actually want to make it easier for yourself. Shoe trees are obviously a huge part, you guys. A lot of people ask why I use these and I don't just stuff them. The reason I use shoe trees, once again, these are from Angelus Direct. Super flexible, you guys. They fit almost up to every size shoe, ranging from 6 to like 14, 15. What these do is, like I show you guys, you stick them in the shoe and you'll put it in the heel, and it'll stretch the shoe out to the absolute max that you need, right? So the reason I do this is because, for instance, if I'm using this shoe and I stretch it out, see you guys, I can still push here. If I put the shoe tree in, it's just gonna straighten the shoe so it can't move. Therefore, everything's expanded to the absolutely max that it can be, and that my paint can cover the entire shoe and get every part that I need to be stretched out, right? Shoe trees are obviously, they look good too. it helps expand the shoes. Like if I'm getting creases out or something, I'll put these in and just jam them in there. So shoe trees, you guys, you can get I think a pair of these, 10 bucks, angelusdirect.com. Once again, Angelus's link will be the first thing in this video, guys. Shoe tree is definitely something I would say, you know, go for it. It's a good investment. I have 3 or 4 pairs that I've used for 4 years now, so they're great. Big controversy one, you guys. Another thing I'm gonna walk through, airbrushes, right? Everybody asks about airbrushing. How do you learn how to do it? How do you get good? Really, it all has to do with the input that you want to put into it, how good you guys want to be at actual airbrushing. So personally, I've done quite a few customs with just hands, you know, hand painting. But the reason people use airbrushes is because it's extremely more efficient, it's easier, and really all that it lands you with is a good tape job. And once you take it off, you're good to apply the finisher and the custom's done, right? So the airbrush that I normally use is, all right, you guys, I have ran through probably eight or 9 different airbrushes in my days. This is the current airbrush I'm using. This is in a WADA. I know it's an TRN2, you guys. This is the first trigger feed action I have used before. This was probably around $200. Here's a good look at it, you guys. So this, once again, I just actually got. It's my birthday and I felt like I needed an actual good airbrush for myself. So this is an actual trigger feed, you guys. As you can see, it's like a little gun you'll shoot from there. It's a side feed, so any of these will hook up to the side as well as this. So far I love the gun. It shoots out a lot of paint and it's super efficient. I wouldn't necessarily refer this to somebody who's just getting into shoe customizing. One, it's kind of expensive. Two, you really need to know what you're doing, right? This is 3 or 4 airbrushes right here. What I normally would use is Master Airbrush, right? I've ran through 3 or 4 of those. And then here's even another one and another. That's a top feed as well. So I've ran through a few airbrushes through my days. The big factor I would say for airbrushes, you guys, is you need to take care of them, all right? The more you take care of an airbrush, the longer it's gonna last, obviously. It's like anything in life, right? So what I would refer to people that are just starting airbrushing is use Master airbrushes. I've used a few of these. Like I said, I ran through a lot of these in my days. I've destroyed a few, I've messed up a few, but these are simple, you guys. It's not hard, you know, come down from the top and you'll push in. Airbrushes though, these, you guys, are just simple. I think they're good for people that are starting. You can get a pack with a compressor and an airbrush and everything that you need for literally 30-40 bucks. That's the route I normally took. So I really was using shitty airbrushes until now. So I'd say a huge part, if you guys are looking to get into the airbrush, Master Airbrush is a good starter. Iwata is more up there. It's pricier and nicer airbrushes, but I'd say for beginners and stuff, essentials, if you are looking at airbrushing, you guys, Master Airbrush has great deals all over Amazon and on their website that they can hook you guys up with a brand new beginner pack, and it can walk you right through it, you guys. It's pretty simple once you actually get the hang of it. Personally, I normally prefer airbrushing. I think it's much easier, saves me a lot more time. Now, in a few videos you guys see me use the hand. People ask if they can see that, but it's just a lot of work. That's why I like to airbrush a lot. And if you guys are gonna be airbrushers, make sure you guys get Angelus Too Thin. This is another additive, you guys. You'll mix this 50-50 ratio with your paint. This is a thinner, therefore the paint gets thin enough that it can go through the airbrush without clogging. It'll make it much easier to airbrush, you guys. You need this necessity if you want an airbrush. I almost forgot, you guys, huge necessity. You're gonna need an X-Acto knife, right? Everybody's pretty familiar with them, but once again, it's simpler. It's much easier to use when you're taping things off and you wanna get the perfect cut. For instance, like a Nike swoosh, you guys, that's gonna be hard to tape around because there's so many bends and curves. You're gonna need to break a lot of pieces of tape off and make that fit in so that no paint messes up your custom. If you have an X-Acto knife or something, you simply can just press the tape down and go around it with the X-Acto knife. They're super flexible, they're super easy. I can leave a link down. X-Acto knives are like an easy $8, I'd say. And the good thing is they obviously use these super sharp blades in the front. I just found a pack of X-Acto knife tip blades. It's a pack of 50 and it was $2, right? So it's a great investment because you literally, these blades, you just screw them off and they slide right out like this. When you get a new blade, you'll slide it in there, you'll tighten it back on, and you guys can go right back to what you're doing. X-Acto knives, great investment, you guys. You're gonna need them. Highly prefer these. A lot of people wonder what you want to do if you get a shoe that's, for instance, beat up or something. You guys just want to invest in an easy shoe cleaner. I know there's so many brands out there for shoe cleaners. I've used tons. I've used Shoe MGK, I've used Mark, I've used Crep Protect. The one I use ANGELUS Easy Cleaner. Once again, angelus.com, cleans suede, every material that it lists on here. This is a simple pack. You guys get this $5-6. You know, you're not dropping like $40 on most of the other brands out there that really are trying to get your bang for your buck. In the end, they all kind of do the same thing. Shoe cleaners are a huge part, whether you're just cleaning a pair of shoes or you're cleaning up to customize a pair of shoes. You guys are always going to want to have your shoe as clean as possible. You can't paint something with dirt and stuff that's been ran through. It's just not going to work, right? Huge thing, obviously, ANGELUS Easy Cleaner. Other than that, you guys, I think I really covered pretty much everything that, for all my beginners out there, if you guys really want to get into customization, I think I covered everything. I'm going to leave links below for you guys to get everything that you need. Once again, if this video really helped you guys out and there's more you want to know, please leave a comment below. Make sure we hit that likes goal, guys. Let's just hit 200 likes, man. Keep it simple. Leave a comment. Make sure you guys please subscribe. Turn on those post notifications for me. I have great content coming out for you guys, as always. I'm actually gonna be doing a giveaway on my Instagram too. Make sure you guys follow the Instagram. It's gonna be below. Everything on my Instagram is from promotions to new shoes and stories. They're all gonna be linked on there. That's like my main source of business, right? I'm really trying to get this YouTube up and going again because we recently hit over 10,000 subs, you guys. So please keep the love going. If you're seeing this and you're new, I really appreciate you coming through. Subscribe, you guys. Anything else you guys want to know, leave a comment below. I'll answer the questions. As for now, that's going to do it on today's video, you guys. I got more stuff coming out for you. I got a vlog dropping soon, man. Everybody stay safe during quarantine. Appreciate everybody. And I'll see you guys in the next video.